pretty excited about this video. I got the new spring, what would it be, like spring summer? It's the second spring collection that came out from Chanel, maybe. I believe it's called Jardin something. Anyway, my BF bought this for me for Valentine's Day, so I'm gonna go ahead and haul this stuff for you. And then I did use all the products on my face. I think highlighter, I tried to stick with as much Chanel as possible, since I mean it's a Chanel haul, and I used all the products that I got as well. So if you're interested in the look, you can hang tight towards the end of the video, or fast forward if you want to see the look. So I'm just going to jump right into the products that I got. So the product that I was most excited about was the Jardin de Camelias Illuminating Powder, and it comes in all standard pouches that Chanel has, but it also came with another little tiny pouch with a little angled brush in it, which totally usable if you need to. So that's a nice little touch, and everything comes in your standard Chanel boxes there. But this here is a highlighter type product, and looking at it, it looks like a really pale yellow color, but it kind of has a little tinge of pink to it. It's nice. It's going to be really great for fair skin tones. Like, I do have it on my cheeks today. I'm trying to think of it next to my Burberry Nude Radiance, which is like my favorite ever. And it's got that same type of tone to it, except for it's a little bit thicker of a texture, and it doesn't have as much like radiance factor to it. It's a little bit, it's got a sheen, but it's not matte, so I don't know how, it's on my cheeks. But it looks like that. Now, this is going to be great for fair skin folks, and then too, for me, I'm going to be able to use some of my highlighters that I feel are a little bit darker. I can put this on and put those lightly over the top, and it'll add a little bit of sparkle and dimension, and those highlighters won't be too deep for my liking. But I really like this. I like it a lot. Contemplating a backup, which is, ridiculous, but it's got enough pigmentation. Like, if I swipe it like that, it's got enough pigmentation to it where I'm not sure if you're medium deep how much you'd like it, because I mean, even on me it was, it's pretty light, and I really like that light factor to it. But I don't know how it's going to work for a little bit, even maybe light medium skin tones. It might be a little bit much, because it does pack some good pigmentation to it. But it had a pretty little pattern in it, but it might have went away with doing that. So that is that. And then I picked up the blush, and it is in number 87, Sakura, and it looks like that. It is so pretty. It's a light pink shade, but it's got coral peach to it. What would it be? I'm the worst at describing colors, but I think that I have my lighting set up so that the colors show up pretty true. To me, when I'm editing, they look true anyway. They wash out a little bit when I render, but that is what it looks like right there. It is really pretty. Again, on my cheeks. It looks like, oh, you guys are never going to be able to see this, I don't think. Yeah, just a really pretty pink shade. It was, this product, as you can see, it's all over the pan there. It was a bit powdery. And then here's the quad. It is called Jardin Zen, and it looks like that. It is the, it's the, like the MAC in Extra Dimension Skin Finish, or not Skin Finish, it'd be the eyeshadows. The the in Extra Dimension eyeshadow texture. It's like the same texture, at least in my opinion. This is what the shades look like. I do have one other quad that I did quite like as well with this same formula, and I was really surprised. It really worked nice. I mean, I got it on my eyes today, but they blended really nice. The only shadow which I had to go in with my brush quite a few times was this pink one. I was using one of those really soft brushes, so you might want to get a little bit stiffer brush, will pick up more product, but it did blend out nicely. It's underneath my brow today. But the other shades are super nice. I really like them. Swatch them for you. And they have a pretty little pattern in there too, which I've kind of rubbed away. But that pink one, this is the pink one. It might be a little difficult to see because my fingertips, are pink. But that's what those look like. right there. Those light ones, you guys aren't, I'm pale, you know. You ain't gonna be able to see those. But they are really pretty. And that is what the quad looks like. And then I picked up one of the lipsticks. It's a Rouge Allure in 139 Fleurie. Also on my lips. Really pretty. It's like a wearable, I don't know, pink, right? Yellow base kind of pink color. Like I said, it looks true to color in the viewfinder. But this is what it looks like. I don't know, I'll swatch it anyway, even though it's on my lips, I guess. Let's put some on. Some more on. But I like the color. I think it's really pretty. And it worked great with the Chanel Pink Sugar Lip Liner. I'm contemplating the other color because I think it's a really pretty nude. And I do quite like these Chanel Rouge Allure lipsticks. So that is the lipstick. And then I did throw in 2 other items to my order. And this is the Stylo U Waterproof Long Lasting Eyeliner in number 50 Jade. I was warming it up on my hand because it's a little, these pencils are a little bit stiffer, so you do kind of have to warm them up a bit. And it was kind of a, I have it on my waterline. It was a little difficult to apply. I gently wiped my waterline off with a Q-tip, and then I went in and I did have to make a couple passes. So, but the color is really pretty. Hopefully you guys can, I don't know if you guys can be able to see it on my waterline or not, but I do like these pencils a lot. You do kind of have to work with them, but the lasting power is really good. So, and then one other little item that I got that isn't in the collection is the Soft Touch eyeshadow in number 90 Fauve. And I got this because I've heard a lot of people talk about it and say how pretty it was, and they really like this single from Chanel, and I don't have any singles from Chanel, so I thought, why not, I guess. Here, it's still got the, I didn't even swatch this yet, but the color in the pan itself just looks absolutely stunning. It's like a purpley taupe color. But that is what it looks like untouched, I guess. And then we'll swatch it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it is really gorgeous. That is the shade. Right there. Pick up some more. So that is what it looks like. Really pretty eyeshadow. And it's soft. I mean, soft touch, I guess they're called. So the name fits. So there's all the things that I picked up from Chanel. So if you're interested in the look that I have on my face, just keep on watching and we'll get into it right now. Okay, let's put this Jardin de Camelias illuminating powder to the test. I'm just going to use my Chikuhodo highlighting brush and put it in here like that. And highlight the tops of my cheeks. It reminds me of the my favorite highlighter, the Burberry Nude Radiance one, but it doesn't quite have that radiant, like the radiance or as much illumination as that one. It's kind of a, I know that looks nuts. Trust me, it'll all come together. But this is my type of a highlighter. And then too, it's pretty light. It's going to be great for fair skin tones. And if it's not sparkly enough for you, you can always put a more sparkly like topper on it. So let's put some right here. Here. There. Like that. Yeah, and I like to place product and then blend. I'll just stick with the whole Chanel theme and use my Les Beige number 50 and bronze up my face using the Wayne Goss holiday brush. Just dip it in here like this and bronze up my face. I really love the smell of this. It smells like cucumbers or something. It smells really fresh anyway. If it was a liquid I wouldn't like it so much, but it's a powder so I don't mind as much. Put it under my jaw. And then I like to go in with whatever brush that I use to put on my mineral foundation and just buff this out. This is just a Real Techniques multitask brush. Like that. Apologies for the machinery outside. I don't know what is going on out there. It's the bobcat. But anyway, let's go in with this Sakura blush. It is a gorgeous, kind of a baby pink, but it does have some peachy coral tones to it. And I'll just use that on a Chikuhodo cheek brush like this. It's a bit, as you can see there, it's kind of powdery. Let's put it on right here. The color is gorgeous. Hopefully you guys can see that. And then after I get that cheek color on, I always like to go back in with my highlighter brush. I usually don't pick up any more product, but I like to go in and just use this to blend out that edge there. And I really quite like that highlighting powder. I'm thinking I might need a backup of it. Because it is a limited edition and it really reminds me of my Burberry one, except for it doesn't have so much, you know, radiance to it, which makes it kind of a little bit more versatile to use with other highlighters. Don't know if I make any sense. But anyway, there's the blush, and it is stunning. It's really pretty. It's quite powdery, like you can see there in the pan, but the color's gorgeous. So there's the blush. To finish off the face, kind of how you'd use your Hourglass ambient lighting or meteorites or something, I'm just going to use this Chanel Les Beige in number 10 on a Chikuhodo powder brush. I'm just going to pick it up like this, and I'm going to just buff it all over my face. And I find that this kind of works. It's not as illuminating as like the Guerlain or the Hourglass, but it kind of works in that same effect if you buff it in to kind of diffuse everything and make it all appear as one on the face. So there's the face. Alright, so let's bust out this eyeshadow quadrant. It's in Jardin Zen. Looks like that. I already primed my eyes with the IT Cosmetics by lid lines from the lash line to the brow, underneath the brow, which I'm quite liking this primer. So on this big Chikuhodo eyeshadow brush, I'm going to pick up this shade right there. I'm just going to use the side because I'm going to use that to pack it on my lid. And I'm just going to put it on my lid. These eyeshadows are same type of texture as the MAC in Extra Dimension Skin Initials. Pretty color. It's like a goldy color. And then I'm going to take the pink one right here and I'm going to pack that one underneath my brow. And I'll just use the flat side of the same brush. I just wiped it, kind of dusted it off on a towel. And I'll just put this right here. Like that. I'm actually going to go back into this pink and bring it down just a bit for blending purposes. And then too, I'm finding, well, especially with the pink so far, you might want to use a little bit stiffer brush. This brush is so soft, it's not, I mean, it's picking up product, but I'm having to go back in and dip it into the product a lot more because they're pretty pressed in there. Let's bring this down a little bit. Alright. Now on a little Goss 5 brush, I'm going to go into the black shade and just pick up that and tap off the excess. I'm going to go right into the crease with it and kind of stay on the outer part. Yeah, I'm just going to put it right there. Looking a little crazy. Now I'm going to go in with a Goss number 6 brush and I'm going to pick up this purpley shade right here. Just going to load up my brush kind of up with that shade. Tap it off. And then I'm going to go right over the black. And blend it all the way through my crease. Yeah. I'm gonna dust this same brush off and go back into the purple. Because I think I got a little bit of black on there. Actually, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to use this fluffy brush. It's a Goss 3 brush, and now I'm going to go back into this purple here. And I'm going to buff this out right there. That purple, surprisingly, is a little bit deeper in color than I thought it would go on. There. Yeah. And just blend that like that. Yeah. I like that. Oops. Dropped something. Now I'm just going to go back in with this brush here and blend this a little bit. Should I sharpen up the outer edge? Yeah, I'm gonna sharpen up the outer edge with this little Goss 8 brush and pick up this purple here. I'm just gonna use the purple for that and sharpen her up a little bit. Didn't need much, I guess. Like that. That was pretty easy. These shadows blended out pretty nice. It was easier than I anticipated. I'm just gonna take, and there's just a tiny bit of fallout right here. I'm just gonna take this brush that I had the Les Beige on and just brush this like this. Like that. Sorry, I have a runny nose. Allergies as usual. Alright, I'm gonna go finish up my eye makeup and I'll be right back. So I put this waterproof, Stilo U waterproof, long-lasting eyeliner that I just got too in the shade Jade on my waterline. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see it. I tried to film it and I almost poked my eye out. So yeah. Now I'm going to go ahead and put some lips on for you guys. I'm going to wipe off the lip balm here I have on. And I'm going to go in with this Chanel lip liner in number 25 Pink Sugar. And just go ahead and line my lips and bring it in just a hair. Once we have the lip liner on, I'm going to go in with the lipstick that I picked up from the collection. It's in Fleurie, 139. And I'm just going to go straight from the bullet and put it on my lips here. That lip liner was a pretty good match. I'm thinking about getting the other one, the nude one that came out with it, but I'm not sure. Because I quite like these, what are they, Rouge? Allure lipsticks. And then too, somebody had said that they wished I did a look separately from like the haul. Do you guys, because they have to watch the whole video before they get to the look when they want to see the look again. You can fast forward. But do you guys like it when I do it like this, or do you think I should split it up and do a look and then a haul and do it separately? I don't know. I don't know. Let me know. So I think that's enough lipstick. Yeah, go with that. So there is the overall finished look. I hope that you guys found this video helpful and you were able to see how the products performed. You know, it's the first time I used them. So thank you for watching. Do not forget to wear sunscreen, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.